We start off here at home. 712, including LTT child soldiers who had given up weapons, have been released. All of them were rehabilitated in the Vavuniya Social Welfare Village. President Rajapaksa handed them over to their parents. These innocent children had been conscripted by the LTTE and were trained to handle weapons merely to make Prabhakaran's Elam dream a reality. They had to dedicate their childhood for this purpose. The president succeeded in liberating the country from terrorism and thereby creating an environment for them to return to leading normal lives after rehabilitating them. Expressing his views on this occasion, President Rajapaksa said that an opportunity would not arise again for the northern children to fight for a terrorist organization, taking to arms instead of the school bag.
අපේ දරුවන්ට මේ ඉන්න දරුවන්ට හොඳ අධ්‍යාපනයක් ලැබලා හොඳ
The president said there will be no sound of gunfire. They do not need injured or dying civilians. Everyone should join hands and unite for a brighter future. The children should be granted a proper education and secure a dignified job, enabling them to lead a disciplined life. The president underlined that a younger generation respecting religious leaders and parents should be molded. The children who underwent rehabilitation and who were released said they are indebted to the president for ensuring them a secure life and a better future. Parents of these children expressed their gratitude to the president, to the environment created for their children to return to society after liberating them from the ruthless terrorists. The president has said in Mannar that everyone should unite without being treacherous to the motherland.
තමුන්නාන්සලා ට මම දන්න දෙමළ භාෂාවෙන් කතා කරන්නම් hina වෙන්නේ නැත්තම්.
The president was addressing a victorious rally organized at the Mannar Urban Council grounds. A mammoth gathering was present at the venue to express their gratitude to a leader who liberated the country from terrorism. The president told the gathering that development which had not hitherto witnessed for 30 years was now taking place. In the past, the people of the north and the east had not the liberty to visit temples, churches, kovils and mosques. However, they are now enjoying freedom and can move about devoid of fear and suspicion. All those who love the country are the children of the motherland. It is the motherland that should be important to them firstly, secondly, and also thirdly. Caste, creed, or religious differences are not needed hereafter. The president gave a firm pledge to create an environment in which all citizens would equally enjoy their rights and lead a dignified life. He told the gathering that the government had launched many projects to develop the infrastructure in the Mannar district. He emphasized that hereafter this region cannot be identified as a remote area. Several parliamentarians also expressed their views. Chief incumbent of the Gangarama temple, the Venerable Galabodanyalisara Thera, has said that the people should not be duped by rumors. He has appealed to them to give due consideration to the future of the country. Joining in an interview with a weekend newspaper, the prelate said, "The people suddenly forget what had happened in the past. It is important to act far-sightedly when deciding the future of the country. Even today, the United States and Japan are embroiled in an economic crisis. Terrorism was completely eliminated from the motherland, sans permitting Prabhaharan to escape. This achievement was made while winning the confidence of the friendly countries and without permitting a breakdown in the economy." The Venerable Thera said his only wish to see that the entire nation will not allow attempts made by anyone to grab the achievements made by the President, and also his efforts to marginalize the LTTE in the entire world. President Rajapaksa developed the country, solving the economic and unemployment problems while routing terrorism within a short period. As such, he emphasized in this interview that the President should be entrusted the power of ruling the country again. You're watching news on Prime TV, and still here at home, veteran political analyst Dayan Jayatilaka has emphasized that the sole desire of the Tamil National Alliance is to rout President Rajapaksa at the elections with the aim of resurrecting the LTTE. This is the reason they are supporting the opposition candidate. Joining in the roundtable discussion telecast over Prime TV, this is what he had to say.
Not yet said a word of criticism about the Tigers. Not yet. We know the...
That was veteran political analyst Dayan Jayatilaka. The government is according many privileges to the disabled soldiers who dedicated their youthship on behalf of the motherland. Military spokesman Brigadier Udayananayakara said they will be entitled to many privileges, including salary increments and promotions, according a dignified status to them.
After considering the grievances given by the disabled soldiers, the commander of the army, Lieutenant General Jagat Jayasuriya, has taken necessary steps to provide all the assistance to those disabled soldiers. Accordingly, there are 4 categories, and they will be provided with the necessary promotions and the pay increments according to those categories. Those soldiers who are disabled, who are willing to perform duties in their mother unit, will be allowed to perform duties in their mother unit whilst obtaining their promotions and pay increments. And those who wanted to serve in any other regiment or any other headquarters will be allowed to do so with their promotions and pay increments. Those who cannot be employed but they do not want to leave the army, also being allowed to remain in their respective regiments whilst getting promotions and their pay increments. Finally, those who are disabled and wanted to leave the army, wanted to retire from the army, are being allowed to retire from the army until they reach the age 55 years. They will be given their promotions and pay increments. These instructions has been given to respective regiments and will be implemented immediately.
It is reported that UNP organizers are avoiding the presidential election campaign launched by the UNP with the purpose of saving the party from destruction. Opposition leader Ranil Wickremesinghe is reported to have drawn his attention to UNP party organizers who are absconding the campaign of Sarath Fonseca. It is also reported that Mr. Wickremesinghe had initiated to Party General Secretary Tissa Attanayaka to be vigilant over electoral organizers who are extending their support to Sarath Fonseca. Reports said that the UNP has decided not to grant nominations during the parliamentary elections to organizers who are not dedicated to the victory of the opposition candidate at the presidential polls. Navy Commander Vice Admiral Tisara Samarasinghe holds talks with his Korean counterpart. On his arrival in South Korea, he was warmly greeted by Admiral Jung Ok-keum. The Sri Lanka Navy commander was accorded a Guard of Honor on his arrival by the Korean Navy. Vice Admiral Tisara Samarasinghe visited the Second Fleet of the South Korean Navy at Gyeoryong Port during his visit. Matters relating to mutual cooperation and assistance were the theme of the discussion. The local segment of the news. Foreign news is up